जानते हो पत्थर का नसीब क्यों नहीं बदलता? जानते हो पत्थर का नसीब क्यों नहीं बदलता? इसलिए नहीं बदलता क्योंकि पत्थर नहीं बदलता। पत्थर नहीं बदलता इसलिए पत्थर का नसीब नहीं बदलता। बट मैन्स डेस्टिनी कैन चेंज। अपार्ट ऑफ मैन्स डेस्टिनी कैन चेंज। वो क्या है? इंसान बदलता है तो उसका नसीब बदलने लगता है। इंसान बदलता है तो उसका नसीब बदलने लगता है। सो द स्टेटमेंट इंसान बदलता है, तकदीर बदलती है, इट मीन्स व्हेन सम थिंग्स चेंज इन अ पर्सन, लाइक last 2 minutes, knowledge, when your knowledge changes, when my knowledge changes, knowledge means ilm, आपका तकदीर बदलने लगता है। when my attitude changes, when my manners change, my रवैया जिसको हम बोलते हैं, my destiny, your fate starts changing, जब मेरा behavior change होता है, मेरा बर्ताव, destiny starts to change, when my perspective, my outlook towards the world change, जब मुझ में शऊर आता है, डेवलप होता है कॉन्शियस, तो मेरा और आपकी तकदीर चेंज होने लगती है। अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। अर्रहमान अल्लमल कुरान खलक़ल इंसान अल्लमहुल बयान। Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to welcome all of you to this training workshop. And it's truly a privilege to see such a delighted group of educators gathered here today, ready to invest in their professional development. And I also would like to extend a vote of thanks to our administration, Hilal sir, our chairman sir, our principal sir, Masood sir, for making this training workshop happen, for conducting this training workshop, so that we can upgrade our skills, so that we can enhance our communication skills, and so that we can work on our personality and polish our personality. Ladies and gentlemen, I recited a few verses of the Holy Quran. In the beginning, Allah says, Ar-Rahman allamal Quran khalaqal insan allamahul bayan. Allamahul bayan means, if we go through the tafasir of Quran, like Ma'ariful Quran and Tafsir Ibn Kathir, they have translated this verse like this: it is He who taught man the art of speaking. It is He, Allah, who taught man how to speak. And in Surah Baqarah also, Allah tells the humankind, the mankind, that it's He who taught Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, the names of all the things. That's why this workshop is designed to upgrade our communication skills, the art of speaking, our delivery, our presentation, and we should be ready and we should be prepared to bring a change in ourselves. Allama Iqbal, who doesn't know Allama Iqbal? We're all aware about Allama Iqbal. He says, Sabat ek tagayyur ko hai zamane mein. Sabat means being stable, perpetuity, being permanent. And tagayyur means change. He says, Sabat ek tagayyur ko hai zamane mein. Sukoon mahal hai kudrat ke karkhane mein. It means that everything changes in this universe. Every creature, everything that's there in this universe, it goes through change. Change is the only thing, tabdili, is the only thing that doesn't change. Change is the only thing that is stable. That means change keeps occurring, change keeps happening. Tabdili aati rehti hai. दुनिया चीजें मखलूक जो भी है तब्दील होती ही रहती है. There is only one thing that is stable, and that is change in itself. And Murshid also says, Allama Iqbal, he says, ये कायनात नातमाम है शायद. नातमाम means unfinished, incomplete, कि अभी ये मुकम्मल नहीं हुई है. ये कायनात नातमाम है शायद, कि आ रही है दमादम सदाए कुन फयकून. This universe is not finished. It's not complete. It's not perfect. It is still in the process of becoming. It has not become. It's in the process of becoming. New things are taking place, and new changes are taking place. तो नई चीजें हो रही है, नई ट्रेंड्स आ रही है, टीचिंग में भी नई ट्रेंड्स आ रही है, स्कूल सेटअप में नई ट्रेंड्स आ रही है. Ladies and gentlemen, since the day we set our feet on this planet, humans arrived on this planet, we have adapted ourselves to numerous changes, to a plethora of changes. देखिए साइंस में भी बहुत चेंज हुई है. Scientific theories have undergone change. We have shifted from geocentrism to heliocentrism. Military tactics, technology, art of war has also undergone change. And we have moved from phalanx. Phalanx means a group of troops that gather together to fight. Like have you watched Bahubali, the movie? In that movie, जो वो सारे आते हैं ना, वो फौजी एक साथ वो लड़ते हैं, वो शील्ड्स ऐसे रखते हैं, वो लड़ते हैं. That was the ancient way of fighting, ancient art of war, and we have moved from it to guerrilla warfare and now to cyber warfare. So technology keeps on changing, and right now we have shifted to nuclear warfare, biological warfare, chemical warfare. That means change keeps happening. It keeps happening everywhere, in every aspect of life, in every sphere of life. And we also shifted from agrarian society to industrial economy, and now to digital economy. So there's a change in economy as well. And all these things are signs and symbols, and all these things, they call us, they summon us, and we can say they urge us to change ourselves as well, because we are teachers. We are not just teachers. We are not just the individuals who impart information. We have information in Google as well. So Google क्या teacher हो सकता है? Google is not a teacher. Teacher is something more, which all be a teacher. We are leaders, not mere teachers. हम leaders भी है. We are motivators. We are people who inspire the generations. We craft the young individuals, and we have seen change in our social setup as well. There was a day in ancient times we had joint families. एक family में 50 हमें एक family थी हमारे रिश्तेदारों में से. सर उनके यहाँ तो नंबर ही नहीं आता था जब वो खाना खाते थे. घंटों रात वो बैठते थे, अपनी वो बारी का इंतजार करते थे. There was a joint family, huge family, and now we have shifted to nuclear family. And in our society, gender roles have changed. पहले कहते थे women cannot work, women cannot do this and that, it's just meant for boys and it's just meant for men. But women have proved themselves, and change has occurred in politics as well. So that means we have to change ourselves as well. In politics, we have moved from monarchies to democracies, and change has happened. Globalization is there. We have witnessed the increased interdependence of nations because of trade and communication, and change has occurred in healthcare as well. And there was a time जब कोई like malaria होता था, cholera होता था, कोई plague आती थी, and those diseases, they would wipe out the entire populations, like bubonic plague that occurred in Britain, sir. Bubonic plague जिसने wipe out किया the 1/3 of the English population. But now we have manufactured new drugs, and do you know the turnover of pharmaceutical industry in India is estimated to reach 130 billion by 2030. 130 billion. And there are, in India right now, there are 3,000 drug companies, and there are 10,500 manufacturing units in India. And do you know which is the number one pharmacy company in India right now? It is Sun Pharmaceutical Industries Limited. And surprisingly, the father of pharmacy is none other than a Muslim, and his name is Abu Al-Qasim Al-Zahrawi. Al-Zahrawi, and he was from Spain. He is the father of pharmacy. There has been a lot of change in pharmaceuticals, in healthcare, in wellness. So that means it's a sign that we should also change as teachers. Now, Let's talk about education. We have shifted from oral tradition to formal schooling. And from formal schooling now, we are shifted to online learning. Since COVID, सब कुछ change हो गया COVID से. And if I ask you, my dear teachers, we're all here learners, we're students. Unless and until a teacher considers himself or herself a learner, a student, तब तक वो learn करता रहता है, तब तक वो up to date रहता है, तब तक वो grow करता रहता है. Once a person becomes satisfied, I know everything, बस downfall वही से शुरू होता है. That's the mark and sign of what? Evolution नहीं, devolution हम बोलेंगे उसको, demotion बोलेंगे इसको. If I ask you, do dinosaurs exist today in today's world? The obvious answer is no, they don't exist. And what led to their downfall? It's a $1 million question. What led to the downfall of dinosaurs? Look, scientists have deduced from these fossil records that there were many reasons for their downfall, that brought their downfall. Like there were asteroid attacks, there were diseases, there were climate change, many other changes. And one of the main factors that led to their downfall was that they did not adapt themselves to changing circumstances. उन्होंने अपने आप को तब्दील नहीं किया, दुनिया तब्दील हो रही थी, वो बैठे रहे. They were flexible, they were reluctant, they were unwilling, and they were obdurate. वो जिद्दी थे, they were stiff, inflexible, वो change होने के लिए तैयार नहीं थे. इसलिए कुदरत का कानून यही है, जो चेंज नहीं होता है उसको मिटा दिया जाता है. And let's move ahead. Now let's talk about companies, the leading companies of the world. Just give me a second, please, because I want you to listen to a very interesting thing. It's very interesting. Just a second, please. Just a second. Listen to this. Are you reminded of something? What? Nokia company. Nokia. One more thing. This was Nokia. You know, some decades before, it was Nokia. The leading brand, Nokia. This was our childhood, this was our youth. And we have shifted from Nokia to now smartphones, Samsung, Android phones, iPhones. And if you ask yourself, and if you just analyze what brought the downfall of Nokia, आपको यही समझ में आएगा Nokia जब peak पे था in 2008. In 2008, Nokia was in its peak, on its peak, its zenith, अपने उरूज पे था. And in 2008 only, they sold 450 million handsets. 450 million handsets, and it was the world's largest mobile phone manufacturer company, Nokia, in 2008. लेकिन फिर इंट्रोड्यूस हो गए, गूगल हो गया इंट्रोड्यूस, एंड्रॉइड, आईफोन हो गया, एप्पल फोन हो गया इंट्रोड्यूस, एंड दे शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम हार्डवेयर टू सॉफ्टवेयर. लेकिन उस वक्त नोकिया तैयार नहीं था हार्डवेयर से सॉफ्टवेयर पे शिफ्ट होने के लिए, एंड दैट बिकेम द रीजन ऑफ इट्स डाउनफॉल. एंड द CEO of Nokia in 2011, he addressed a gathering when Nokia was acquired by Microsoft in 2011, और उसमें उसने एक जुमला कहा था, वो हमारे लिए एक बड़ा लेसन है. इसने कहा था, we didn't do anything wrong, हमने कोई गलती नहीं की थी. We didn't do anything wrong, but somehow we lost. Somehow we lost. It's a very painful words. That means, इसका मतलब क्या है? उनका प्रोडक्ट बेस्ट था, कोई गलती नहीं की थी उन्होंने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में, लेकिन जब हालात चेंज हो रहे थे, वर्ल्ड चेंज हो रहा था, वो चेंज नहीं हुए. इसलिए इन 2011 और 2012 दे वेंट बैंकक्रप्ट और कंपनी का जवाल शुरू हो गया.